Hello students, in this program we are going to check whether a date input by the user in the format dd-mm-y is valid or not. We are going to include even the February month in this program. In the previous program we did not handle the dates with February month. In this program we are going to write an extra function for handling the February dates. So we are going to check any kind of date in this program for validity. Examples have already been explained to you in the previous video in the program for which handled dates except the February month. Before going further, you can pause here a little and try to figure out how will you approach this program. Before writing this program, we will discuss a couple of points. As said, you should watch the previous video on the program to check the validity of a date excluding February for explanation of is date valid except fab function. See, the function used in this program has a name is date valid, which is actually the same function which was used in the previous program, but its name is slightly changed and a little change is made inside the function. So you can watch that video because the function is almost the same for its explanation. Now the second point is that we all know that how to check whether a year is a leap year, because to handle February month we have to calculate whether the given date happens to be of a leap year. Now to check whether a year is leap or not, we divide the year by 4. But if the year happens to be a centenary year like 1700, 1800, 1900, 2000, if the year happens to be like this, then we have to divide by 400 instead of 4. Okay, this you have to keep in mind, that a non-centenary year is a leap year if divisible by 400, and a centenary year so I repeat it again. A non-centenary year is a leap year if divisible by 4, and a centenary year is a leap year if divisible by 400. So if you have to check whether the year 2000 was a leap year, then you have to divide it by 400. Similarly, to check 1700, 1600, 1500, these years you have to divide by 400, and any other year which is not a centenary year you have to divide by 4, and if the remainder happens to be 0, then we say it is a leap year. Now we look at the program. The new function added in this program to the one we discussed in the previous video is this function is fab date valid. This function was not in the previous program. We have added it here to include the February dates. Now this function takes two numerical parameters, day and year. The arguments of this function are a numerical type. Okay, again you should notice that that there is a difference in indentation level at which the keyword def is written and all the statements of the function are written, because only through this difference in indentation level the Python is able to know which statements are part of the function and which are not. Okay, so what this function does is what we discuss now. See, first of all we look at this condition. Okay, this the first statement is a if statement, and it has this long condition. This condition of this if statement is a combination of two sub conditions. The first sub condition is this, the second one is this, and these two sub conditions are combined using the OR logical operator. Now we know that OR logical operator evaluates true if both the sub conditions that it connects happen to be when one of the two sub conditions happen to be true, then OR evaluates true. Otherwise If both the subconditions happen to be false, then OR also evaluates false. Now we discuss the first subcondition of this complete condition. This is this year remainder operator 400 double equal to 0. This means this is the condition for centenary years. We are dividing the year by 400, and if the remainder happens to be 0, then we say it is a leap year. Clearly, that means the year is a centenary year and it is a leap year. Similarly, in the second condition, now the second condition is for years which are not centenary. Okay, so for this we first make sure that the year is indeed not centenary by checking the remainder with 100. The remainder with 100 of the year should not be equal to 0, because if it is because if it is 0, then the year is a centenary year, and we are not handling centenary years in this condition. Centenary year has been handled in this subcondition. Okay, now by making sure that the year is not centenary condition, centenary year in this part of the condition, then we proceed to check whether the remainder with 4 of the year is 0 or not. If and you should also note that we have used the logical operator AND to connect these two subconditions here. Again, the first subcondition is year percentage 4 and the second one is year percentage 100. Now AND logical operator produces a true value only when both the subcondition it connects evaluate true. Okay, so both these must be true, that the remainder of the year with 4 is 0 and the remainder of year with 100 is not equal to 0. So in this way we have checked both the centenary year and the non-centenary years to be whether they are leap or not. If any of these two conditions happens to be true, then we set a variable named leap to the value true. Okay, otherwise we set leap to value false. Okay, after deciding the leap factor, what we do is after deciding the leap factor we come to this statement here. If leap is equal to true here, so if leap happens to be true, then we know that the day in February cannot be more than 29. It may be equal to or less than 29. So if the day happens to be less than or equal to 29, we return true, else we return false. And if the leap variable holds false, that means the year is not a leap year. In that case, the number of days in the February month are going to be less than equal to 28. Sorry, the number of days in the February month will be 28, and the day variable, the value of this day variable has to be less than equal to 28. And if that happens to be true, we return true, otherwise we return false. So this is the working of this is a fab date valid function which handles the February dates. And now this is the function which we saw in the previous program also. We have changed the name of this function. It was is date valid except fab in that program. Now we have changed it to is date valid because it also handles the February dates. Now again we have already discussed that we create a list with values 4, 6, 9, 11 with by name days 30. Then we extract the day, month and year parts in numerical form from the string type argument date. And then we also checked that if day happens to be greater than 31 or month happens to be greater than 12, then we return false because the date is invalid clearly. And in the else part we make this change here. This part is new here now. What is it? That to handle the February case, we write this if statement. We write if month equal to 2, that means if the date is a February date, then we return whatever is returned by calling this is fab date valid with arguments day and year. Okay, so look carefully here that we are calling this function is fab date valid with arguments day and year if the month happens to be 2, and whatever is returned by this function is being returned by this function also using this return statement. Okay, the main program called this function is date valid, and this function in turn when month happens to be true calls the is fab date valid, and whatever is returned by this is fab date valid function is returned by is date valid function to the main program. See, it is not always necessary to store the return value of a function to some variable and then use it. We can use the return value of a function directly whatever way we like. Okay, now in the else part, if the month does not happens to be true, then we as in the previous program we check if the month happens to be one of the months which have 30 days, and if the day happens to be greater than 30, then it means that the date is invalid and we return false. Otherwise our date is valid and we return true. Okay, so this is the changes that we have made to the function we discussed in the previous program. Now we come to the main program. The main program is just the same. We request the user to input a date in the format ddmm and then we call this function is date valid, which calls the function February function if the month happens to be 2 or February, and it returns true or false showing the validity of the date. And if it the return value, again see that we called this function is date valid inside a condition for if statement. Okay, we did not store the return value of this function in a variable and then used it. Okay, we directly used this the return value of this function and compared it to boolean value true, and if it happens to be true we print valid, and if it happens to be false we print invalid. That's all about this program. Thank you.